Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I have another 24-hour reading vlog because apparently these are like my favourite thing to do for some reason. But for today we have a Christmassy reading vlog. It is currently Wednesday the 23rd of December and all I want to do is cuddle up with some hot chocolate, some candles and read some Christmassy books and just feel all the Christmassy vibes. So that's what I'm going to do. So I have 3 books so far on my TBR for the next 24 hours. We may need more, we may not. I'm not sure because I feel like I might actually watch some Christmas films in this little thing as well. Just like 24 hours of Christmas basically, rather than, it might not be like fully reading. But there will be a lot of reading involved, don't you worry. But basically the 3 books on my TBR for the next 24 hours are The Christmasaurus by Tom Fletcher, and I've never read this, which is ridiculous. I've wanted to read this for so long. I've heard all amazing things and just looking at that cover, I cannot contain my excitement. I just feel like this is going to be the perfect, happy, Christmassy, fluffy vibes that I really need. And I've also got here The Christmasaurus and the Winter Witch, which is the sequel. So of course I'm going to finish this one and go straight on to the next one. It's going to be a great Christmassy time and I can't wait. Like I said, I've heard all good things about these. They are middle grade, so they should be really, really easy to fly through. And I don't actually know what they're about. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to read the blurb together for the first one. Obviously not the second one because I don't want to get any spoilers. But the first one, the back says, "Forget everything you thought you knew about the North Pole. Pop a crumpet in the toaster and get ready to meet a boy called William Trundle, his dad Mr. Bob Trundle, Santa Claus, yes, the real Santa Claus, an elf named Snozzletrump, Brenda Payne, the meanest girl in school, possibly the world, a nasty piece of work called the Hunter, and a most unusual dinosaur." Does that not just scream happiness and cuteness and lovey-doveyness? Yes, it does. I am so excited to read this. Like I said, I'm hoping to fly through these. We've got nice big font, they're middle grade, they shouldn't take too long, they should just be a happy Christmassy time. So the plan is to read these 2 first because I feel like if I get through them nice and quickly, it's always a good start to a little readathon because you've already got some sort of achievement under your belt and that just motivates me to read more. And I feel like I've gone really orangey yellowy. Maybe it's like the contrast from those blues. I don't know, it's weird, but we'll just deal with it. So yeah, these 2 first, and then after that I have another Christmassy read. See, look, it's gone white again now. It must have been those blue books. You're just gonna have to deal with the constant changes in colour because now I feel like I'm really blue, but it's fine. So the next book on my TBR is The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. And again, I don't know anything about this other than I am pretty sure it is a Christmassy rom-com. As much as I love a bit of fantasy, even like a spooky ghost story at Christmas as well, I do love a good rom-com. One of my favourite Christmas films ever, and there is some debate about whether it is a Christmas film or not, but I would class it as a Christmas film, and that is The Holiday. It is such feel-good Christmassy vibes, and of course that is a rom-com, so I wanted something like that but in book form, so I picked up this one. And again, we are going to read the blurb together and get to know what this book's about. So, Kate Turner is happily single. A bit too happily, in fact. Since returning to her hometown, the sleepy village of Blexford, she's been catching up with her oldest friends, Laura and Matt, working on her flourishing career as a fabric designer and taking care of her beloved dad. Love hasn't really had a look in, but Kate does love Christmas. So when Laura insists she signs up to the 12 Dates of Christmas, a brand new dating app service, she doesn't need too much persuading. 12 perfect festive dates with the area's most eligible men. Who would say no? Amongst the twinkling lights and over hot chocolates and glasses of red wine, romance is easy to find. But with each date, Kate learns more about the men and even more about herself. As the big day approaches, Kate's left wondering, is it really the season for true love, or will this Christmas be the coldest yet? Again, this sounds like such a good Christmassy read, a good rom-com, lots of wintry Christmassy vibes in there. So yeah, I am so excited for the next 24 hours. I feel like it's just going to be such a snuggly, cosy, happy Christmassy time. And of course, I'm going to be taking you guys along with me for that. Yeah? It's okay?
You got earplugs?
As in earphones or earplugs?
Earplugs.
So I'm going to start off my little Christmassy readathon with The Christmasaurus by Tom Fletcher. I'm going to get cozy, I'm going to get some I'm gonna get some Christmassy snacks possibly, put on a little Christmassy ASMR video, and just have a great, cozy, fluffy, Christmassy time. I think I've used all those adjectives about 100 times already in this video, but I'm just trying to set the scene for this 24-hour reading vlog, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna get started on this one, but before I do that, if you could please hit this video with a like, that would be hugely appreciated because it really supports my channel. And if you're new here, then don't forget to subscribe for more bookish content from me. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. So I am just settling down to start the Christmasaurus. And I'm gonna do what I often do, what I did in my selection vlog as well, my last 24-hour reading vlog, is use the Forest app. So I'm gonna set a half-hour timer, which will stop me using my phone at all for the next half hour, and it'll also let me gauge by the end of the half hour. I'll see how much I've read of this book in that half hour, which will then allow me to gauge how long the whole book should take me. So then I kind of have an idea of what I might get through in this 24-hour reading vlog, which might seem very sort of anal and control freaky, but these are the things that I like to do. I like to be in control. So I'm going to see how much I can get through of the Christmasaurus in the next half hour, and then we can kind of guesstimate how long the whole thing will take me. But yeah, I'm so excited to start. So my first half hour of reading is over, and in that half hour I managed to read, I got up to page 79, so basically about 80 pages in half an hour, which is not too shabby, which means, how many books is there in this whole thing? How many books? How many pages is there in this book? The end. What page are you? 356. So that's hard math. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a calculator. 356 divided by 80, 4.45. So that's like half an hour times 4.5. So like 2.5 hours of, I don't know, I feel like that would take me another 2.5 hours max to read. Is that right? I don't know, it doesn't really matter that much anyway though, does it? But basically I will definitely be finishing this one tonight and probably finishing the second one as well. I feel like they're really fast to read. They so far, oh my god, it is the cutest thing I have ever read in my life. It is so adorable, and obviously I knew it was like a middle grade, but the way that it's written is just so cute. I absolutely love the writing style in this. It is melting my heart. And all the little illustrations are just adorable as well, and all the elves, they speak in rhyme, and they've got names like Snozzletrump and Sprout, and Snozzletrump did a Snozzletrump in his pants, and it's just so cute. The way it's written kind of reminds me of the BFG, which I absolutely adore as well, how that's written, and like how it's like really childish and like whimsical and charming, and it's just perfect for Christmas. It really is. It's just, I've been smiling the whole way through reading this so far, and I've been laughing out loud at some of the cute little lines, and I just love it so far. I really do. Basically we're following like two different storylines at the minute that are going to come together, I'm assuming. So we've got William Trundle at home, who is now 10 years old. He was in an accident when he was younger, which meant he lost his mum, and he is now in a wheelchair as well, and he lives with his dad, Mr. Trundle, who is just adorable, and he's obsessed with Christmas. Like, he keeps a little Christmas tree decorated in his cupboard all year long, so that when he opens his cupboard he will always see that Christmas tree and be reminded that every second past Christmas is a second closer to the next Christmas, and that's what gets him through the year. But William Trundle had a perfectly happy life until Brenda Payne, the meanest girl in school, possibly the world, moved to his school, and he was in the lunch line. He accidentally ran over her foot with his wheelchair, and she then proceeded to throw her lunch over her face and over her head, but the way she dealt with it was that she like smacked him one, and he went wheeling out into his wheelchair, and while everyone was laughing, she waited for the laughter to die down, then was like, "I'm Brenda Payne. any problems sort of thing. So now everyone's scared of her and therefore are scared to be nice to him, so he is leading quite a solitary, isolated life. And then on the other side of the world, in the North Pole, we have, basically the book starts out with Mamasaurus and Dad Lodocus, two dinosaurs who have their eggs, and then something happens so they only have one egg left, and then that one egg, basically when the meteor comes to Earth and like destroys all the dinosaurs, that egg just before that falls over a cliff into the water, sinks to the bottom and freezes through the ice age, so it is still like alive but just frozen. And then the elves are digging for presents and they find this egg, and then Santa sits on the egg and warms it up so that it'll hatch. And then it hatches and we have the Christmasaurus, but the Christmasaurus also feels quite sad and isolated because he is the only one of his kind, and his dream is to pull the sleigh like the reindeers, but the only way to do that for any magic to happen is a child needs to believe, and no children know that dinosaurs even exist, so therefore cannot believe that they are around or believe that they can fly. So without that, the Christmasaurus will never fly. Well, I'm assuming these two are going to meet somehow, and William's going to believe that he can fly and therefore he will fly, and I just, he's just melting my heart. It's just so cute. So anyway, I am going to go and get back to reading this just now and just get lost in my cute Christmassy world, and yeah, it's just, I'm just having such a nice time. Hello again. So I think I actually forgot to mention what time I was starting this whole little Christmassy readathon, but I did start reading at 4:30 exactly, so I will be continuing this on and reading as much as I can until 4:30 tomorrow on Christmas Eve, and that is my cat that you can see moving around over there. She's just chilling out with me while I read my Christmassy books. But yeah, so I'll be reading until 4:30 tomorrow on Christmas Eve, and then it'll be in perfect time for me to open my Christmas jammies, cuddle up with the family and watch a horror film, which is our Christmas Eve tradition. I know it's strange, everyone says so, but I feel like it started maybe a few years ago when it was like some sort of ghost story on at Christmas time, and ever since we have watched a horror film on Christmas Eve. It's just what we do. We get in our Christmas jammies and we watch a horror film, so I can't wait. I'm really excited for it. But yes, I did start about 4:30 today. It is now just going on 6 o'clock and I am halfway through the Christmasaurus, and my thoughts have not changed. This is amazing. I love it so much. It's so perfect for Christmas and it's just so cute and wholesome, and I just love it. And I cannot wait to have children of my own and read this to them every Christmas. That will definitely be happening, whether they want it or not. I will be sitting them down in their Christmas jammies and I will be reading them this book because it's just so cute. And like I said, I love the writing style. Like, it's just so whimsical and magical and charming, and I just can't wait for William and the Christmasaurus to meet because I feel like they're going to be the best of friends and it's just going to be a really great, cute time. So yeah, I am going to go and have some dinner just now and maybe watch something with my mum for a little while, but then I will get straight back to reading this and then also go on to the sequel as well. Hello again. So it has been a little while and I have spent quite a large part of that time not reading. So I ended up going downstairs for dinner and spending about 3 hours down there just watching some Australian MasterChef with my mum because we are obsessed. But it was nice just sitting with the Christmas tree and the fairy lights and having some Christmassy snacks. But I have been upstairs again reading for a little while, so I'm now on page 257, so I've got like exactly 100 pages left of the Christmasaurus, and I love this book with my whole heart. It is just the most adorable Christmassy thing ever. The relationship between William and the Christmasaurus now that they have met honestly just melts my heart. It is so sweet and so wholesome, and obviously because this is like a middle grade book with middle grade and children's books, there's always like lessons for young people, young children to learn, and they're obviously always at the forefront of the book, which is really nice. And there's so many nice sentiments and lessons in this book about friendship and family and belonging and ideas of it being okay to be different and you don't necessarily have to fit in with like the status quo or what's conventional or whatever. And then obviously just like really nice vibes about being good to people and being friendly and just being an overall good person. So yeah, I am absolutely loving this. It is so sweet. But I think right now what I'm going to do is go and run a bubble bath and settle down in that, have a nice relaxing time, take this makeup off because as always I've had it on for too long today. Take that off and just sit in that bath, soak up all the bubbles and finish this book. Hi friends, so I have officially finished my first book of this little Christmassy readathon. I've just finished The Christmasaurus by Fletcher and I loved this book. Like, it was just everything that I wanted in a Christmas book and so much more. It's 100% a 5-star read. It's probably one that I feel like I'm going to reread like every single year. I'm going to just cozy up on either Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve, get a little hot chocolate and reread this book because honestly it just has all the happy, wholesome, cute Christmassy vibes that you need at this time of year. The ending was just absolutely perfect. Like, honestly I couldn't have asked for him to wrap it up better. It was just, again, just as wholesome and charming as the rest of it. If you're looking for a good Christmassy book, you want to read something that is going to give you all the Christmassy vibes and just make you feel happy and like all is good in the world and that there is hope for the world, then you need to read this book because I wasn't feeling Christmassy enough already. I am now feeling uber Christmassy. So yeah, this is 100% my new favourite Christmas book. Absolutely adored it. I also loved the representation of a wheelchair user. That is not something that I have ever seen in any book, never mind like a middle grade or children's story. I think Tom Fletcher's done really well to include that, especially because in the acknowledgements at the end it says he worked with a group called Whiz Kids. He was doing the representation justice, and obviously as not a wheelchair user himself, he was putting in the important things and not saying anything that could be offensive in any way. So yeah, loved it. And now it's time to continue the Christmassy vibes and the Christmassy readathon with the second book in the series, which is The Christmasaurus and the Winter Witch. Now obviously I'm not going to read the blurb because if you've not read, well, I'm not going to read the blurb out loud, I'm going to read it for myself. But I'm not going to read it on camera because if you've not read the first one, I don't want there to be any spoilers. So yeah, this one's about 400 pages, so it's a little bit longer than the first one. But I'm hoping to just read all this now in one go tonight and then either start my third book or I might just go to sleep, get up early and then start the third book. But either way, I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish all of these books within my 24-hour time period and probably have time to start something else as well. So we're going to have to think about what I'm going to choose for that. I don't have any other Christmassy books, but I do have other sort of like wintry vibe books. So yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now, I'm going to start this. Good morning everyone and Merry Christmas Eve. So last night I did stay up a little bit longer, but I just got really tired all of a sudden and I had to go to sleep, so I did. But before I did that, I did manage to get to page 210 of The Christmasaurus and the Winter Witch. So I'm about halfway through this one and it's just as good as the first one. It's so cute. It's got like a proper like adventure vibe to it, this one, which I'm loving. And I'm just in awe of Tom Fletcher's imagination, to be honest. Like, we visited the North Pole in this one, which isn't really a spoiler, and just all of the things that he has there, all the ways things work, the creatures, like just all of it. Like, I don't understand how these things came from his brain. They're just, It's just amazing and I'm absolutely loving it. Like every page I read I'm just like I just want to know more. Again, it's just got those amazing cute Christmassy vibes that I'm looking for. I also love how a lot of children and MLB books do this, but there's quite a few like nods to adults, so there's some jokes that a child or like a teenager or whatever might not necessarily get, so they're really there just for the adults who may be reading along with them. So there was one, here we go, so we're talking about jingle watts, which are how they measure the belief of Christmas, which is how Santa and the elves and everything exist and how their whole magic system works. And he says, without a single jingle watt of belief to keep Christmas alive, I'd just fade away into nothing like a snowman in the sun or a pop star in their 30s. Which is obviously like a joke at Tom Fletcher's own expense, which I love. Just like, that's really funny. I had a little giggle to myself while I was reading that. But yeah, basically I'm just really enjoying this, and the plan just now is to sit down and finish this all in one sitting and then start the 12 Days of Christmas, which will obviously take me a bit longer, but I'm excited to get into the rom-com mood as well. So yeah, that is the plan. Hello again. So it's a little bit later and I have officially finished The Christmasaurus and The Winter Witch by Tom Fletcher. And I just love this book so much. It's 100% another 5-star read. The two of these books, both of them, were just amazing, so festive, so Christmassy, so happy, so cute. Honestly, I just adored them, and now I really want to read everything by Tom Fletcher. So I've got The Creakers and The Danger Gang, I think it is. There are his other two books. Put them both straight on my Amazon wishlist and I will be purchasing them very soon because I just want to read anything Tom Fletcher. Like I said, I just love everything in this. I love the world building. I love the characters. Like, they're so close to my heart now. I loved the writing style. I loved the humour. I loved the like family and friendship themes. Honestly, I just loved everything about these books. They were both amazing and I want there to be more in the series because I want more adventures with William and the Christmasaurus. Just 2 books wasn't enough. I want loads. And like I said, I will 100% be rereading these probably every Christmas. Even maybe not even at Christmas sometimes, just if I need to be cheered up, I'll be reading these. And I will 100% be forcing my children to read them as well. So yeah, no bad things to say about these books. Amazing start to this little Christmassy readathon. If you need a book that is festive and fun, adventurous and happy and cute, then you need to pick these up. But it is now time to kind of change pace in this little Christmassy readathon, and I'm going to be starting my rom-com of the reading vlog, which is The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. So I think I already read the blurb to this one at the beginning of the vlog, I believe so, but I will obviously update you more as I'm reading about what's happening and what I'm thinking of it. This one is just over 400 pages, I think. 424. So it is a little bit later. Like, I've been doing other things today since it is Christmas Eve. I've been spending time with my family, doing other Christmassy things. So I doubt I'll be finishing this one today, but I'm definitely going to start it. And yeah, just continue with the Christmas spirit. So I have been reading for a little while and I am now on page 60 of the 12 Days of Christmas. I'm really enjoying this so far. It is definitely the sort of festive rom-com I was looking for. I'm also loving it's set like in a village, so it's got that proper village family vibe where everyone knows everyone, which I think totally adds like the festive atmosphere and the just like community happy vibes. And it dive straight into like the action. Like I'm only on page 60 and she's already had 2 of her 12 dates. We've already seen how they have gone. Spoiler alert, not very well. But it's really interesting finding out more about her and all the other characters in this as we go along, and like how all the people in the village interact with each other and any history and gossip and things like that. And so far I really like the main character Kate. She seems really likeable. Obviously we've still got loads to find out about her and her past relationship with a man called Dan. I feel like there's more to come out about that because that was like her last serious relationship and she's never been able to find anyone else since, so obviously there's some sort of wrongdoing there perhaps. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's really quirky and fun and festive, which like I said is exactly what I was looking for. But yeah, sadly the 24-hour readathon has come to an end, and obviously I did not get as much reading done as I had planned to do, but like I said, it's Christmas Eve, like I'm not going to be sitting in my room reading all day. I want to spend time with my family and things like that, so it was more of a like laid back 24-hour readathon than I maybe pitched it to be at the start. But are we bothered? I don't think we are. Obviously in the readathon, this little 24-hour reading vlog, I did manage to read 2 books. I read The Christmasaurus and The Christmasaurus and the Winter Witch by Tom Fletcher, which have both become favourite festive reads, both given 5 stars, and both will be reread time and time again, I am sure. So they were 100% worth this little Christmas readathon just to read these, because they've got me in such a Christmassy mood and just made me so happy and warm and fuzzy inside. I will definitely be finishing this one. I'll probably continue to read it over the next few days, just in any sort of like downtime that I have, but I won't be vlogging it, so the next time you hear any of my thoughts on this will probably be in my December wrap up, which will be in the next couple of weeks anyway, so you won't have to wait too long. But that will conclude this Christmassy 24-hour reading vlog. As always, if you did enjoy this video, then do please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for more bookish content from me, comment down below with any of your thoughts and feelings, and I will see you in my next one.